On April 29, 2011, as Kate Middleton walked out of Westminster Abbey as the wife of Prince William, she was no longer simply Catherine Middleton, the girl from Berkshire who had captured the prince's heart. She was now Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge, carrying with her a title steeped in history and responsibility. Overnight, Kate became one of the most famous women in the world, her every step watched by the public and the media alike. Yet beyond the glamour of her wedding day lay the immense challenge of transitioning from private citizen to working royal. For years, she had been carefully prepared for this role, learning from William, observing the Queen, and studying the traditions that came with her new status. Still, no amount of preparation could completely shield her from the reality of the expectations she now faced. Representing the crown with dignity, balancing centuries of royal tradition with the demands of a modern world, and carving out her own identity within the monarchy. Unlike many royal brides before her, Kate carried the unique burden of being the first commoner in centuries to marry so close to the throne, and with that came both admiration and intense scrutiny. Yet on that spring day, as she waved to the cheering crowds outside Buckingham Palace, her radiant smile revealed not fear but resolve. Kate had stepped into history, ready to embrace her new role with the same grace and composure that had defined her journey so far, determined to serve not just as William's wife but as a modern duchess who could connect with people from every corner of society. Following her wedding, Kate's first steps as a duchess were to not in private but under the gaze of millions. Every public appearance carried symbolic weight, as people wanted to see how she would embody her new role. Her first official engagement alongside William came just days after their wedding, when the couple visited Anglesey, where William was serving as a Royal Air Force search and rescue pilot. Kate appeared composed and approachable, greeting well-wishers with warmth and sincerity. She balanced elegance with accessibility, wearing outfits that were stylish yet not extravagant, demonstrating that she understood the fine line between glamour and relatability. Each event she attended revealed her ability to adapt quickly to the expectations of royal duty. Whether opening a children's hospital, speaking with veterans, or attending cultural events, she radiated kindness and attentiveness. What impressed many was her ability to make people feel valued. She did not simply perform a role, she engaged with genuine interest. The media praised her for her poise, noting that she seemed naturally suited for public life. Yet behind the grace lay a deliberate effort. Kate was carefully shaping her public persona, proving that she could handle the scrutiny and responsibility with maturity. These first engagements were more than ceremonial, they were a statement that she was ready to serve, not just as a royal figure but as a representative of the people, committed to bridging the gap between monarchy and modern society. From the outset, Kate faced the challenge of balancing the weight of royal tradition with the expectations of a 21st-century world. On one hand, she was stepping into an institution defined by centuries of rituals, protocol, and hierarchy. On the other, she was a modern woman who represented a new generation of royals, one expected to be relatable and accessible in ways the monarchy had not always been. Kate managed this balance with remarkable finesse. She respected royal protocol, learning the intricacies of formal ceremonies, the order of precedence, and the expectations that came with her title, yet she also brought a fresh perspective. She embraced modern fashion, supported contemporary causes, and made use of digital media to connect with younger audiences. Her presence symbolized continuity, but her style and mannerisms conveyed renewal. For example, while she adhered to the formality of state occasions, she also appeared at charity events in more casual attire, approachable and down-to-earth. This ability to shift between the worlds of tradition and modernity allowed her to appeal to both older generations who valued the monarchy's heritage and younger people who sought authenticity. In Kate, the public saw not a distant royal but a relatable figure who could represent both the past and the future, embodying the monarchy's relevance in a changing society. In the early years of their marriage, William and Kate chose to live in Anglesey, a quiet island off the coast of Wales, where William served as a search and rescue pilot. This decision was significant, as it allowed the couple to begin their married life away from the relentless pressures of London and the royal spotlight. For Kate, life in Anglesey was a chance to adjust to her new role while maintaining a sense of normalcy. She was often seen shopping for groceries, walking along the coastline, or attending local events, always greeted warmly by the small community. Locals admired her friendliness and lack of pretension, noting how she blended seamlessly into everyday life despite her new title. Anglesey gave Kate the space to grow into her role as a duchess without being constantly surrounded by cameras, providing her with the privacy she valued and the balance she needed. It was here Thatch built the foundation of her public and private life with William, learning to balance the demands of royal duty with the rhythms of ordinary domestic life. For many, her years in Anglesey represented a crucial period of adjustment, where she transformed from royal bride into a working duchess, proving that even amidst the grandeur of monarchy, she remained grounded and relatable. One of the most immediate ways Kate made her mark as Duchess of Cambridge was through her fashion choices, which quickly became a global phenomenon. From her wedding dress to her first public appearances, the clothes she wore were analyzed and copied by millions, creating what became known as the Kate effect. When she appeared in a high street dress, the item would sell out within hours, a testament to her influence. Unlike many royals before her, Kate blended high fashion with accessible brands, sending a message that elegance did not always require extravagance. Her wardrobe was carefully curated to reflect both her personal style and her understanding of the symbolic power of fashion in royal life. She wore British designers to promote national talent, while also selecting outfits that conveyed respect for the cultures she visited abroad. Critics praised her ability to look regal while remaining approachable, a combination that appealed to both fashion enthusiasts and ordinary women who saw in her a role model of grace and practicality. Fashion was not merely about appearance for Kate, it was a tool of diplomacy, communication, and connection, reinforcing her role as a modern duchess who could embody tradition while speaking the language of contemporary culture. Just months after their wedding, William and Kate embarked on their first overseas royal tour to Canada and the United States in the summer of 2011. This trip was a critical test of Kate's ability to represent the monarchy on the international stage, and she passed it with remarkable success. In Canada, the couple received a rapturous welcome, with thousands lining the streets to greet them. Kate impressed observers with her ability to adapt seamlessly to different environments. Whether attending official ceremonies, engaging with indigenous communities, or participating in outdoor activities, she approached each event with warmth and enthusiasm. Her wardrobe once again made headlines, blending elegance with cultural sensitivity, as he often wore designs that paid tribute to Canadian symbols and traditions. In the United States, the couple attended events in California, where Kate held her own among Hollywood celebrities and global figures, yet never appeared overwhelmed. Her poise, friendliness, and sincerity won admiration across the world. This tour established her as a capable and charismatic royal figure, proving that she could handle the pressures of international diplomacy with the same composure she showed at home. It was a defining moment that signaled her arrival not only as William's wife but as a global ambassador for the monarchy. One of Kate's most significant contributions as the Duchess of Cambridge was her dedication to charitable causes. From the beginning, she chose her patronages carefully, focusing on areas where she could make a meaningful impact. Children's health, mental well-being, early childhood development, and the arts became central themes of her work. She became patron of organizations like East Anglia's Children's Hospices, Action on Addiction, and the National Portrait Gallery, bringing not just visibility but also genuine engagement. Unlike a figurehead who merely lent her name, Kate actively participated in her charity's activities, visiting facilities, meeting families, and listening to their stories with compassion. Her approach was hands-on and deeply empathetic, showing that she was not content to stand on ceremony but wanted to understand the challenges faced by those she sought to help. Over time, her focus on early childhood development grew into a defining pillar of her royal work, culminating in initiatives aimed at supporting parents and children during the crucial early years of life. Through her patronages, Kate demonstrated that her role was not about glamour but about service, using her platform to shine a light on issues that mattered, and in doing so, she won the respect and admiration of both the public and professionals in the fields she supported. Life as a duchess also meant living under relentless media scrutiny, and Kate quickly learned to navigate this difficult terrain. Every appearance, outfit, and gesture was photographed and analyzed, often exaggerated into headlines that reached across the globe. At times, the press could be invasive, reviving memories of the difficulties faced by Princess Diana. Yet Kate approached the challenge with remarkable composure. She neither courted the press nor openly fought them, choosing instead to let her work and her conduct speak for themselves. By maintaining a steady, consistent presence, she gradually shifted the narrative from gossip about her private life to recognition of her dedication as a royal. Her careful balance of privacy and accessibility also helped protect her marriage and later her children from the most intrusive aspects of fame. While William remained fiercely protective, Kate displayed the patience and discretion that allowed them to endure the pressures together. Over the years, her ability to handle the media with quiet dignity became one of her defining strengths, setting an example of resilience for future generations of royals. Amidst her growing responsibilities as a duchess, Kate also embarked on her most personal and cherished role, that of a mother. In December 2012, the palace announced that she was expecting her first child, an event that sparked joy across Britain and beyond. For Kate, motherhood was both a private blessing and a public duty, as the child she carried would be in line to the throne. She approached pregnancy and motherhood with the same balance she brought to her public life, openly acknowledging challenges such as severe morning sickness while still fulfilling her royal duties whenever possible. The birth of Prince George in July 2013 was celebrated with national joy, followed by Princess Charlotte in 2015 and Prince Louis in 2018. With each child, Kate emphasized the importance of creating a stable, loving home environment, often drawing on the values she had learned in her own childhood. She was determined to give her children as normal a life as possible, even within the confines of royal expectation. For many, watching Kate juggle motherhood and royal duty made her even more relatable, reinforcing her image as not just a duchess but as a modern woman balancing family, career, and public service. By the end of her first decade as the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate had firmly established herself as a modern icon within the monarchy and beyond. She had transformed from a young woman cautiously entering royal life into a confident, respected figure admired worldwide. Her ability to balance tradition and modernity, to combine elegance with relatability, and to approach her role with humility and dedication had reshaped public perceptions of the royal family. To many, she represented a new kind of royalty, one that was approachable, compassionate, and attuned to the needs of the people. Through her fashion, her patronages, her diplomacy, and her devotion to family, she had created a model for what it meant to be a duchess in the 21st century. Her story inspired not only Britons but people across the world, particularly women who saw in her a reflection of their own struggles and triumphs. As she stood alongside William, preparing for the responsibilities that awaited them as future Prince and Princess of Wales, Kate's journey as the Duchess of Cambridge had already become a testament to the enduring power of grace, resilience, and love in shaping both personal destiny and national identity.